are then, the Champions League first knockout round. Paris Saint-Germain, we are away against Club Brugge. It's a favourable draw for us, looking at some of the teams that we could have had. Bruges are obviously, they've qualified for the second round, so they are not a bad team. As you can see here, they have got players that are not registered. Wesley is injured. This should be a game that we should fancy our chances in. It's not a squad that can really hold a candle to our players. Obviously, not too many well-known names. We'll be seeing if they can cause us any problems, but we really have to be confident going into this one. You see there, Noah Lang looks possibly one of their more dangerous players. What has been going on since we last played against Lille? We can show you our results here. There's now not many games left in the season. After beating Lille, we went and had a home game against Rennes. We played them off the park. They were very difficult defending through the middle, had a lot of bodies packing out the middle. We went out to the wings, really tried to play around them. In the end, look, we only had 5 shots on target, only 12 shots overall, but we really controlled the game and ended up with a nice 4-0 victory. Messi had a goal disallowed early on, but then Di Maria, Icardi with 2 more to his name. And Leandro Paredes, really nice to see him get his first goal of the season. With everything that's gone on through the January transfer window, to see him put in a good performance and get a goal for us, really nice. So that really cemented our lead at the top. But then look at what happened here against Nantes. They are on good form, they are on a good run, but look at the stats. We have completely dominated this game again, and with what was their first shot on target in the game, they managed to get an equaliser and grab a point. Really disappointing, because again, it's just the same old pattern repeating. They really did not deserve to get anything out of this. Kylian Mbappe getting another goal. He is on really great form at the moment. We did make a couple of minor changes to the team, thinking about the Champions League game, but really it was a full strength side. Mbappe here now has 12 goals this season, on really good form. Possibly our most informed player right now. We should have won it. The game just seems to keep kicking us in the teeth. We keep having these dominant performances. Nearly an XG of 2. They had a 0.79 and got a point out of it. And so what that does for us in the table is it still leaves us with a 4-point lead, fortunately. Monaco have also been dropping points. So we're still not being ever so convincing. But after the results that we've had, the wins that we had, the games where we were scoring goals for fun, really disappointing not to get the result against Nantes after playing so dominantly. You can see they're in 18th place. They're really struggling, but well, they got a point out of it. So that's the way it is. Fortunately, we do still have those 4 points. You know, I still feel like we've got enough to get the league tied up. And we come on here to the game against Bruges. I've tried to rotate and rest a little bit. I am going to start Ramos over Kimpembe in this game, because he's actually suspended for the next game in the league. So we've just got to make a few changes here. You can see we've got a number of players that now aren't registered for the Champions League. Draxler has been left out. Pereira has been left out. He is now coming back towards full fitness. He should be back for us soon. Mendes and Carrera are also not able to play. So we're going to add a couple of players from the youth team, or from the second team, but we're going to stick with this same team, even though We haven't won that last game. We're going to stick with this side. I think actually we will just change Kurzawa out for Bernat. And I think we've got to have confidence in this team. This is the team that's been scoring a lot of goals of late. They have been kind of turning things around after the little loss in confidence over January. So we've got to really believe in these players. We've got to believe that these are the guys that can get this job done. Like I say, I feel like Club Brugge shouldn't really be causing us major problems. We're going to get the players ready for this one here. We'll go with the assistant, although the players didn't really react to that one. Sergio Ramos, always in an aggressive mood, which kind of always worries me. His discipline hasn't been that bad this season. He is suspended for the next game, but he hasn't been a liability or anything really. They're playing a 4-3-3. So we are just going to get Mbappe and Messi just coming back with their fullbacks, just to try and negate their attacks on the wings. But other than that, we are sticking with our regular formation, our regular tactics, and we are really going to just see if we can put ourselves in a strong position ahead of that second leg. If we can obviously get a positive result here, then maybe we can think about just resting one or two players for the second leg. That would be ideal. Just try and get the league championship wrapped up as quickly as we can. Get that job done, and then sort of really try and be having players fresh for the final rounds of the Champions League. I feel like we've got the players that we can win the Champions League this season. There are areas of the team to improve, central midfield, left wing, but in general, I feel like this is a squad that's capable of beating anybody on their day. So the more we can rest players in the final weeks of the season, that's a lovely pass. And Mbappe on incredible form. Is it going to be allowed? That looked like he may well have been offside. He was a long way ahead of the defenders there. Did he time it right? Yes, he did. Beautiful pass here from Bernat into Paredes, and then Marquinhos with the through ball. And what a finish from Mbappe for his 13th of the season. He's almost up to a 1-in-2 record this season, which, considering he spent the majority of the first half of the season on the bench, and that is perfectly timed run. Considering he spent the first part of the season on the bench, really, that is a remarkable turnaround. He really is. And now Mbappe has taken a knock. Let's have a look at our tactics here. I'm gonna see how he goes. He's not got an injury identified next to his name, so it is just a lack of fitness from the knock. Can he recover from it? We're going to see, rather than making that change straight away. Particularly as I say, has been our informed player for a number of games now. And again, we are just really dominating the game here. Our assistant is pretty insistent that we should be taking Mbappe off, but he is recovering his fitness there. So hopefully the knock hasn't had a long-term impact, as Messi goes close with a lovely long-range effort there. And this balanced formation, it just does seem to just give us really great control of the game. But we've got to take our chances. Again, it's only 1-0. No card for Wijnaldum there, fortunately. So we are having more chances. We've had more possession. They have had a few themselves though, 4 on target, although we haven't seen any highlights from them. They've obviously not been fantastic chances, as Messi has a go from long range. That was maybe a bit ambitious, a long way out, but a good effort. I would really like to see us get that second goal, put this one to bed. put this one to bed early. Let us relax a little bit, hopefully make a few changes in the second half. So it's a good performance. Let's see if we can get even more out of the players in the second half. Just tell them that we feel like we can get more from them. Let's see if we can now go out and really stamp our authority in the second half. Mbappe, now his condition looks good. I'm pleased I didn't change him. But that's a sloppy pass, and Club Brugge will probably want to set a tone for the second half, perhaps like in our game against Lille. The fact we gave away another lead against Nantes. Maybe Club Brugge will think they can still get something from this game. Maybe they can impose themselves a bit more. Moving it around nicely here. Can we just get that ball into a danger area? As Di Maria loses it again. Maybe we just needed Bernat to go beyond his marker there. And Di Maria, is this going to be red? It is. What a disaster at the start of the second half. Incredible. Let's just get off the overlaps. I'm not going to change anything else for the moment. I'm just going to... Do I want to set anybody to come back like Icardi? I'm going to leave it for the moment. And I'll leave it for the moment. We've got a number of players just starting to maybe feel the pace of the game a little bit. We're going to leave it as it is for now. We're on that balanced mentality, so we're not throwing caution to the wind anyway. They're suggesting I should go to a very defensive mentality. I certainly don't want to do that. I don't want to invite Club Brugge on. I feel like we've still got the quality to control this game and get something out of this. Now I think maybe now is the time to bring Mbappe off, and perhaps Messi, who's also very tired. We're certainly going to bring in Neymar, and I think we will bring in Rafinha for Messi, and we're just going to have Rafinha as an advanced playmaker on support. Just get him sort of coming a bit further down the pitch. We'll leave Wijnaldum and Paredes for the moment. Just make those two changes. Neymar looking inspired. He has been extremely poor for a long time now. We could really do with Neymar turning up in this one. Hakimi also starting to feel it. He seems to be a player that can get fatigued rather quickly after only a handful of games. We do have Soulé on the bench as they come forward with Soa. Good save, Donnarumma. That was important. Can we get it away? Still dangerous. And again, Donnarumma makes a really important save. Let's get Hakimi off here. Let's get Soulé in. Soulé was bought specifically for this, to give us a more defensive option at right back. Can he help us just come through here? I think we're also... Let's just stop it there. And I think I might make... We're certainly going to change Paredes out. I think we're going to bring in Idrissa Gueye. And I think I'm also going to change out Wijnaldum for Herrera. And we're just going to... Do I want to go for a double ball-winning midfielder? Let's go ball-winning, two ball-winning midfielders. We're going to try and make this ugly. Give Herrera a little bit more freedom to support the forward players. Let's see if we can now just really get good control of this. Don't let Brugge into it as Neymar makes a brilliant break. Finds Icardi. We could have done with that being scored. Icardi, of course, hasn't got a Champions League goal this season. I think this is his 5th game in the Champions League this season, possibly his 6th. No goal. As much as he keeps on scoring in the league, he's been a disappointment in the Champions League. as we go into the last 15 minutes. I'm also going to change out Sergio Ramos, who's very tired. I'm just trying to get some fresh players on as much as I can. And I thought I had a substitution left. I don't. So let's see. Hopefully Ramos is going to be okay. I thought some fresh legs would just really help us see it through. Another good ball in from Neymar for Icardi, which wasn't followed, wasn't read perhaps. And it does feel like we're now starting to come under a lot more pressure. Let's really just try and G the players up for the last 10 minutes. As Bernat, they get in on the other side of Bernat again, and they've got a corner. Well, we obviously dealt with it. Let's just try and shut this game down a little bit more. Let's be a little bit more narrow so the players don't have to get in quite so much. We're going to distribute to the flanks as well. Just get straight out there. And I think we'll leave our defensive setup as it is. Just going to not play out from the back so much with them having those 4 attacking players, a number 10 and 3 forwards. Off the post, we survive again. Really just got to dig in now. We were hoping this would be an easy game. It would still be excellent if we can come out with the 1-0, but we really are having to battle for it. They've now had as many shots on target as we have. Just trying to see this through to the end now. Di Maria's sending off really changed the game, but we do come out with it. That's a nice first leg result. Obviously with that, let's not get complacent again, as we have been regularly through the season. That's a nice first leg result. It does obviously put us in a position where we're in with a good chance of going through. We might be able to maybe just rest 1 or 2 for the second leg. I don't think we can appeal against the ban. I think we're gonna take the hit on that one. Di Maria is going to be suspended for the second leg. And well, looking at that, well, since we lost in the cup, and certainly since we lost to Lyon in the league, things have picked up. We've now won 4 and drawn 1 out of 5 in the league. We've got a positive result in the Champions League first knockout round. Now we're into the business end of the season, and if you look at our games to come at the end of the season, Marseille at home, which will be a big game, but it is at home, so we should fancy our chances there. Strasbourg away, they're having a good season. That'll be a competitive game, but apart from that, it's really Monaco away on the 20th of March, which is going to be possibly the big title decider. Nice away won't be easy either. They're doing very well in the league, but we now really go forward to those 2 games in March. Club Brugge at home in the Champions League, Monaco away, and hopefully with those games we can really set up hopefully a league win and moving forward into the Champions League quarterfinal. That's going to be all for this episode. If you've enjoyed it, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we will see you in March for the Champions League and the big title face-off with Monaco. Thanks very much, guys. See you soon.